Welcome back to the channel, guys. In today's video we're gonna work on a 2016 BMW X5. This is the car in question. It's been featured on my channel before also. I did a lower control arm on this side already. I have to do the other side also. Before we get started today, let me put this beanie on because it is cold in New Jersey. So in all of my videos I always have this on. That's because New Jersey is cold. Here I've got a good amount of the tools I think we'll need. Got a 21mm to kind of hold the bolt at the bottom there. And that's pretty much it. I got all of these, so should be pretty good. I know I'm missing one more actually, and let's see if we can find it. Need this bad boy too. Move this tire to the side. Right at the bottom here there's a plastic cover that goes over it. I tried to do this side before. I got the parts from AutoZone, but they gave me the wrong one. They gave me this arm right here, which is a thrust arm and not the control arm. Because I already have that off, this should be very easy to replace at this time. There's it's a 21mm bolt there, 21 that we got to hold on that side, another 21 right here, and then at the bottom we have the bolt for the control arm, and that's it. We can hammer this out. We're gonna need the 21mm, and we're gonna hold the other side. I think we need the big boy. The small boy can't do it. Yep, we just needed the big boy. We'll leave that partially on. Okay, the strut is also out. That's out also. And then we have the big bolt. It's a 12 point at the bottom here. Just like that, it's out. So this one, I actually did this. I cut the boot. I messed up because I cut the boot before I matched it up with the one that I got. Thinking I already got the right part, I cut the boot to see because I saw this wiggling like this, and I wanted to see how much it was worn. And so when I realized I had the wrong one, I put this back together just so I could drive the car up in here. Here's the new control arm. This one is made by Lemforder, and it comes with a brand new nut, so that's pretty neat. We're going to first put it on the knuckle here. start this by hand. We don't want to get it tight yet. And then get the bolt ready for the middle here. This is going to be the second one. I fought the other side because I tried to put the back on first and then put this on, but you're going to fight it a lot. I found this to be much easier. If you have a second hand, then you can do that, but because I do not have a second hand, this one will be much easier to do by yourself. Okay, it's actually on there. That's it. Maneuver this by hand and just push it in and out as we need to. So I fought the other side a lot actually. It was also very cold that day, so I couldn't even think straight. So that could be part of the issue. Okay, and before we actually tighten this up, I'm gonna get them close, but before I tighten them up, we want to lift this arm. So I can actually get this bottom one tight. That one is okay because that one does not need to swivel, but the other ones we need to get the car to proper right height, so we're going to use a jack for that. Take your jack and lift up. I'm going to replace this rotor so I can lift up right at the rotor. Actually, it will try to slip, so that's pretty good right there. That's pretty much what the right height is. German Guten tight. We got this plastic cover on there. It's held on by a couple 8mm bolts and some clips, but that's on there. That's good. This will go into my nut and bolt assortment. I keep these in case I ever need it. I'm going to clean the rest of these stuff up and we're going to start on the brakes. Okay, we have this turn. Let's get that off like that. And this is our sensor. Got a lot of cars passing by today for some reason, but I got all of these. I'm going to need the Torx, or not the Torx, the hex. I need those for the caliper here. I don't know exactly what size it is. What? Wait. Is this it? I don't know. That's too small. So it's got to be this other one. Okay, it's a size 7. It's a 7mm hex. Got one there, and another one is at the bottom. So we'll get those. And a lot of people don't like this, but I just use a pry bar to push the piston in for these cars. I've never seen any issues with them, but I get comments sometimes that, hey, that's not the proper way to do it. Oh, now I remember. You gotta push against the rotor and then these come back. Just like that. Piston is compressed. And the brake fluid is not gonna overflow either. Reason for that is because I was the one who did the brakes last and I checked them. So the most they're gonna go up to is the max level. I'm gonna be careful with this sensor because I don't know which one we don't have. And if I have to reuse it, I have to be careful with it. So that's one of our pads done. This out of the way. That's our other pad. This right here is a E18 Torx. So after a bit of filing and using a wire brush again, we can feel this surface and it's much better. So the pad is going to ride nicely on there. And you know, it's just something I do actually for all of my clients, not only this car. And we got a super clean hub, so now you can either put you know, you could put anti-seize on there if you wanted to. You could put the rotor straight up. I will put a little bit of anti-seize just because it did a really good job the first time. I'm gonna put some on there so that the rotor doesn't seize and this one doesn't get rusted. We've got Zimmerman rotors that we got from FCP Euro also. Sure the both pads are on there. Okay, that's solid on there. I have no new sensors. I have neither of them. So I'm gonna reuse these. This side is done. I'm gonna get the other side done. I'm gonna get the passenger side done off camera. And don't forget to put these caps on. I got this side done also. Now we just have to put the tires back on here. And I'm gonna tell you what the spec is for the torque spec for the tires. The torque spec for this one is 101 foot-pounds, but I'm gonna put them up to 110 foot-pounds. I'm gonna put the other side back on also, and then I'm gonna lower the car just so that the tires are barely touching. We're gonna set this to 110 foot-pounds. So the spec is 101, but I'm gonna set it to 110. If you're only doing one side, you're pretty much done at this point. What you want to do next is just come here and check your fluid level. Mine is right at max, so I'm gonna have to suck some out before I do the rears. And you just have to take off this clip right here from that, and that's how you can get this up and out of the way. So this is going to be part 1. I'm going to do the rear brakes in a part 2 that's going to be at a later date, but that's all for today. So thank you guys for watching this video. Please subscribe if you want to see part 2 on how to do the rear brakes. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.